everyone, Randy here playing Farming Simulator 19 on Chippewa County, and since last episode I've continued plowing the fields here. This field is almost done being plowed here, everyone, except for one slight problem. I'll have to show you folks where the plowing tractor is at here in a moment. I've had a few problems with the plowing tractor on this field, shall we say. If you remember last episode, we had the 9620R on the job there. And, yeah, it wandered off the job here like 3 times, shall we say, and I'll have to show you folks where it is here. Since last episode as well, you might notice I'm maybe driving a new piece of equipment here. Yeah, I might have gone and bought some more tractors here since last episode, as you will have noticed in the thumbnail of this video here. It's, what is it, 1934 at night here, so it is starting to get a little bit dark, but hey, good opportunity to test out the lights on our new tractor here. Speaking of new tractor, I'm driving a John Deere 8400R with Susi tracks, so know that everyone, this is not exactly an 8RX, but it's about as close as you're going to get to an 8RX here in the game at the moment. This is from JHHG Modding. And if you watch my live streams, you've seen this tractor before. It's been out for, I don't know, maybe a month or so now. I don't believe I've used it on my single-player series here yet. It is a bit of an expensive tractor, John Deere 8400R, so that's why I haven't pulled the Vaderstad, whatever model number of cultivator this is here, or disc, technically, I suppose. Also have the standard, huh? Well, okay, the Ferguson is still working on plowing the field over here yet, everyone. We're making progress. Remember, this was, what, was it an 8-hour, 7-hour, whatever, how long it took? So Courseplay has been working on that field for a while now. It has been working for a while. I pretty much just left the game run. It's like, I'm going to see once if Courseplay can actually finish that field. And believe it or not, I did have to fix the Ferguson once. I did have a little bit of problem there, but only the one time I had to fix him. And he's been plowing that field steady ever since. I believe, actually, if you look at the time from last episode, I don't remember what time was on last episode to this episode, Ferguson's pretty much been plowing nonstop. So yes, Ferguson has been doing a pretty... Oh, yeah, this is where I had to fix the 9620R, too. The 9620R there apparently does not have a very good turning radius. And, yeah, he's having trouble with the turns on this field. That's where he's, yeah, where he got stuck here as well. So, I suppose I should show you where the 9620R is at. Yeah. Anyone have any guesses? Where would... Oh, there's something out in the field here. I wonder what this is. So, this is just a truck, huh? A truck on its side in the middle of the field. Now, if you folks, I don't know if I showed this last episode or not, but I don't believe this is where this truck was sitting here last episode. I don't think so at all. In fact, I haven't. Let's see if I can get this back up right or not. There we go. Cool. Get this out of the field here. Huh, no tractor here, though. Strange. Just a random truck sitting out in the middle of the field. I wonder how that happened. Probably should just get rid of this hay wagon here as well. I don't really need that anymore, per se. I haven't used this truck in a while either. Yeah, so I wonder where the 9620R went to. Okay, we'll just park this up here where I had it parked before. Should really probably find like a good proper spot for that, but looks like the proper spot to me. Good enough. Yes, I wonder where the 9620R went to. I wonder. There's a plow there. And then there's a tractor inside our cooling tower. Yep. Okay. I decided not to fix this one because, like, okay, I've got to show this in the episode here. The 9620R is inside the cooling tower. I wonder how stuck he is inside there, too. Some of this stuff has collisions. Some of it doesn't. Like, you know, this bin here. I can walk through this bin, right? But then this bit here, I can't walk through this. In fact, you can actually go all the way up to the top if you're careful here. Oh, okay. Yeah, if you're good at it, I guess. Let's see if we can get him out of here. So I've had to fix the 9620R a couple times here now. Like I said, he seems to have trouble making turns. Does not turn very sharp. Well, that actually wasn't too hard. I thought that'd be a lot harder to get him out of there, but Yeah, apparently this 9620R does not turn very sharp, and Courseplay is not liking it. So there's a couple of turns on this field where Courseplay is like, nope, not doing it, and it just takes off across the map. So apparently one of these times it took off across the map, everyone. It somehow picked up the truck and the bale trailer there and just dragged it out the middle of that field there. One of these turns was one of these turns right here. I forget which one it was again. I didn't realize it at first. Courseplay had took off. It was stuck in the fence up there, so I'm like, okay. I brought Courseplay back. It's like, okay, I know it was in here somewhere. So I set it on the last headland. It went around, did the headland. Came back, got to this point here. I was actually kind of watching it. Well, wasn't necessarily per se watching. I was over riding along with a Ferguson at the time, I think. But I was kind of watching it on the map there. And then I just happened to see the 9620R is going across our soybean field back there. I'm like, what in the world? So, yeah, it's like, oh, okay. So I brought him back here, started him again. It's like, oh, yep, he started to take off again. So apparently he attempts to make the turn there. And then Coursplay's like, nope, can't do it. And it just like, takes off. Like, weird. And then apparently we got another spot in the field back here where it's having the same problem. If you look at the field here, well, I guess that view's not going to help, is it? Nope, that view. Let's see what's here. Where is the view I want? I want that view. There we go. Yeah, so we got another tight turn right here. You know, if you notice, the field kind of transitions a little bit there. So apparently Courseplay's having problems with that area here as well. We'll get Courseplay going back on here again. Now, technically, it does have probably plenty of room to turn around. I wonder, you know what I could probably do here is... Oh, and for some reason, too, I don't know if I just did that or one, but I keep having to turn off the tool offset on this tractor. I don't know if that's something with the tractor or the plow here, but I've caught that a couple of times now where I've gone to start Courseplay, and it's like way offset on the course. I'm like, what in the world? Go check the tool offset, and it's set to like 1.5 meters, or it's a 0.5 meter, and like, what? I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't accidentally set that, did I? I don't think I did, so, but what I was looking for is turn on field. Let's see if we turn that off. That might help Courseplay. So yeah, like I said, it makes, if you look over there, everyone, it basically makes it a very abrupt turn. I don't know if you can see that over there in the distance, but that's what Courseplay's not liking, at least with this tractor anyway. Nearest waypoint drive course. I know someone in the comments was saying, was asking if I got this tractor to work with Courseplay. I have. It is working, everyone. It's just, I think there's a couple turns it's just not, it's struggling with, shall we say. And then when it starts to struggle, it just quits and takes off on us. We'll see once how it does here. Let me get this 8R back around the field here, because otherwise I'm going to be in the way of the 9R. Then we have to visit the shop, everyone, because like I said, I did pick up a couple more pieces of equipment as well. I was looking at the 9R with triples on it here, plow. It's like, you know what, 9R with triples, that doesn't seem quite right. We need I think we need a different tractor on that plow. At least at some point, anyway. We'll probably just leave it on it for now. By the way, it's still a little stuffed up from the head cold yet, but doing quite a bit better. Took the adult dose of NyQuil, and let's just say that really knocked the cold back a lot. So that seems to have really helped. Still getting over it, though. Still definitely stuffed up, but definitely getting better. So nothing like those holiday colds, shall we say. Fortunately, no flu yet, unlike some people seem to be getting. So that's good. Head cold, I will take. Flu, oh boy. Although I guess positive side on the flu, everyone. Typically with the flu, you get it for a couple days, you're better, and it's over with. Head cold, at least for me anyway, it seems like it's sticking around for a while. Had the one over Thanksgiving there as well. That one, barely over that one when I got this one, so... And probably for our next episode, by the way, will probably be a fast-forwarding time. I'm assuming at day 4 early autumn, everyone, we're probably going to have more harvesting to do, so that's going to be the plan. At least at this point anyway. We're going to fast forward some time after this episode here, make sure the cows are fed. Speaking of which, I think they should be fed. I'm pretty sure I did that already. Yes, I did. So they are looking pretty good. By the way, their health really hasn't gone up at all. The suggestion there was to make sure they are completely filled on their food levels, which for the most part they are. They're not maybe 100%, but they are looking pretty good. And, oh, actually, you know what? These cows actually went up a little bit, didn't they? 88%. These cows are hovering at 89. 9620R is slipping. Yeah, he's probably stuck in that tree down there. Like I said, that 9R does not turn very sharp, apparently, for some reason. I don't know why, but... oh. Nope, he's over here. Ooh, okay. What you doing over here? That doesn't quite look like the right spot. Interesting. Must have another turn. Or maybe it was the turn down there that he was having problems with. Nah, yeah, it had to been in the turn up on that spot there, because that's where he left off at. Okay, Courseplay, what did you not like about this turn? Okay, drive course. I think he's getting back on center. No, he's not. See, he's back on an offset there again. I don't know where that keeps coming from here, everyone, but listen here, Courseplay. No offsets. Yeah. Silly Courseplay. Okay, let's keep making our way around the field here. Like I said, I want to get out of the way of the 9R here first before we go visit the shop. This is actually just an in-game cultivator here, by the way. Debated about maybe picking up the John Deere 2410 cultivator. Might do that yet here. We'll see once. Just wanted to try something different for a change. And at least of the in-game cultivators, I've always particularly liked this one for some reason. I don't know why. Just like a regular disc, I guess. Got to say, the European cultivators, they definitely got some interesting designs, shall we say, as compared to the what I would, again, consider more American design cultivators. Also, at this point, hopefully I've got all the kinks worked out on my new computer here as far as making videos goes. I did actually notice when I was doing the last 2 episodes here that my rendering software was actually outputting at 25 frames, which I was not very impressed with. It is supposed to be doing 60 frames. So I'm not sure at what point that changed, everyone, but apparently for the last little while, my videos have only been at 25 frames when they are supposed to be at 60, and I distinctly remember I set my rendering program to 60 frames, so probably one of those instances where the rendering program thinks it knows better than me. It's like, no, we're going to do it to 25. You may have set it to 60, but we're going to do 25 anyway, so... By the way, typically... when I render my videos, everyone, I render them on a second computer, so the computer I'm currently playing on is not what renders my videos. That might change now that I've got my new computer up and running, and it now has quite a bit more horsepower. Really? Really, Courseplay, you took off again? Oh my goodness. We might just have to give up on this field here. Or maybe I should not... maybe I should turn that back on, because... okay, everyone, look at this. I did not set that this time. Where is that flippin' offset coming from? Courseplay, really? Let's see, where do I need to go? Looks like the tracks come from this way, so... unless those are the tracks I just drove down there. It should have been up here. But yeah, anyway, like I said, everyone, hopefully from here on out, I'll have to keep an eye on it, but hopefully the videos will be at 60 frames now, as opposed to the bloody 25 frames they were at. Like I said, I had not noticed that before until I was going back and checking the couple episodes there, just to make sure, you know, everything was looking about the same as what I had been making. And then I realized, oh, the episodes have been getting rendered out at 25 frames. And by the way, I'm not talking just like the last 2 episodes. I've been talking like for a while. My episodes apparently have been at 25 frames. I didn't go back and double check where or what went wrong at what point, but probably should do that. Who knows? Maybe the whole Chippewa series here has been at 25 frames, which is a shame because I do record everything at 60 frames. Not saying I'm necessarily getting, whoa, 22 frames at the moment? What in the world? Oh, there goes to 60. It's probably when I'm looking at that barn over there. Yeah, might be a little bit of equipment in there. Just a little bit. But as they say, everyone, you know how you get better frames in Farming Simulator? Well, if you got that up, you just push it again, and now your frames are instantly better. Look at that. Wow, looks like 60 frames, doesn't it? Okay, we could probably go visit the shop here. We made it around with the 8R. Keep an eye on that 9R here just a minute. He's almost done plowing. And the Ferguson here, we'll go check him out in a minute as well. It was interesting to see their last episode of when having the Ferguson and the 9620R parked next to each other. I'm not sure size comparison there, how accurate the sizes are in this game. I would assume they'd be somewhat close. So the 9620R is just like, oh my goodness, bigger than the little Ferguson there. And I will have to say, the Ferguson, for those of you who have ever seen a Ferguson TE-TO20, it's not exactly what I would call a big tractor. You know, back in the day, I suppose it was a big tractor, but... well, actually, I don't know. Even back in the day, it probably wasn't necessarily that big of a tractor. He's making progress. Oh, he's actually got lights on him, too, yet. Cool. I still think the front tires are way too narrow, but... yeah, whatever. Maybe that's a European thing. Who knows? Yeah, well, we'll leave him to it. Okay, back to the shop here. Like I said, you've already seen this in the opening intro slide there. But yes, I bought 2 more tractors here as well. I bought another 9620R because I thought, you know, big fat wide duals here, that looked good on a plowing tractor. And then, of course, everyone, of course, we had to buy a 9620RX. Had to. I don't know, we got to put him to work here at some point. Not sure where or how, but we'll find something for him to do. You know, size comparison here, you know, the 9620R doesn't look a whole lot bigger than the 4640 sitting here. I got a suspicion this one might be a little oversized, maybe. I mean, it's a little bit bigger, but not like hugely bigger. Sure. Okay, let's see, once we're back tabbing here. Oh, I did notice one thing here with this 8R. I'm going to have to see if I can fix it. The 8R here does not work with Courseplay. I'm suspecting here, I didn't actually check. I bet you it has IC controls on it. It doesn't list IC controls. Oh, you know what? I wonder, bet you go to select the actual tractor here. Doesn't say anything about IC controls. I'm guessing from JHG, though, it probably does. That'd be my my guess, but not sure on that. So assuming it does have IC controls, probably removing those will be all it takes to fix Courseplay on this tractor. And if that's the case, that is definitely something I will be doing. Because, yeah, Courseplay versus IC controls, that's not even a question, everyone. You'd have to be mental to want IC controls over Courseplay. As mental as what Courseplay is, but... okay, we'll see if we can read a few comments here a moment. At least if I can read anyway today. So yes, that is one reason, by the way, why I'm manually cultivating here at the moment. Everyone can't get Courseplay to do it. I could probably get a hired worker. But this is what happens, everyone. It's the same thing we had on... Oh, what equipment was it again we had to fix? Oh, was it the 8Rs? Might have been the 8Rs. I forget exactly, everyone. But, yeah, I had the same problem. The mouse pointer just, you can't get it to... Actually, you know what someone said? Was it hold control? Alt. Spacebar? Nope. I don't know. Someone had said back in one of the previous videos, you hold a certain key and then it'll work. I tried it back then. I never could get it to work, so... Okay, we'll read a few comments here a moment. As I was saying, Night Wolf was saying, JHG controversy comment. Oh boy. JHG copies custom modding mods, adds more options to customs stuff, and claims it as theirs. It could be. Could be. I'm going to stay out of that controversy, everyone, because the whole thing smells rotten to me, so... Custom modding, JHG, SID, modding, blend art. There's, yeah, about a dozen of them in there that are all, I don't know, like I said, the whole situation smells fishy. So I'm going to stay out of that controversy for the most part. All I will say is this is JHG's 8R. And, yeah, it's got a whole bunch of options on it. Let's put it that way. Garrett was saying no link in the description. Not sure what he's talking about, but okay. Garrett was saying he also bought a lot on the multiplayer server last night. Who, me? Bought a lot on the multiplayer? I didn't buy much at all. Nope, not much at all. Only a couple 9Rs. For those who haven't or don't watch the live streams, by the way, we're on Clover Creek on server 3. Just started the map here. Earlier last week. Actually, just after Christmas, I guess it was. Just after Christmas, we started on Clover Creek. We are farming an entire 4X map. The entire 4X map. I don't think we've made a whole lot of progress so far. Definitely going with big equipment, though. That is for sure. Let's see what's here. Bull was saying, okay, Randy, ease up just a tad with the modder insults. I can't believe I'm saying this, but you're real close to sounding like a liberal... Whoa. That sounded like Pelosi. That's an insult there, Bull. Fist fight over that one. Anyways, complaining about the stuff you are getting for free. I only said this because I'm not sure you're aware of it. You had to say something before. You're at the door of Mod Hub protesting. You're at the door of Mod Hub. Yeah, Mod Hub can go away. I'm sorry. I've said this before, everyone. I do not share much respect for any of the mod websites out there. Don't get me wrong, there's a couple good ones. But most of the mod websites out there are a bunch of sleazy, good-for-nothing pieces of expletive. Let's face it, everyone. You know it. I know it. Everyone knows it. You're just maybe not willing to admit it. Yes, they do host the mods. I guess someone needs to host them. It's unfortunate that the mod websites that do so are just a bunch of expletive most of the time. Mod Hub arguably might... boy, do I really want to say one of the better ones? Nah, I don't really want to say that, but yeah, they're okay, I suppose. That is actually a question I do get asked every now and then. Are the mod sites safe? The answer to that question is absolutely not. So, with that being said, everyone, if you do go to these sites, you do have to be careful. As long as you're careful, they are perfectly safe. Watch what you click. Watch which download button you click on. And don't click on any ads. And even if you don't click on any ads, you're probably still going to get yourself all kinds of pop-ups. Don't do anything with those pop-ups. Close them. And that's why, like I said, I do not share any love for any of these mod websites. Again, there's a couple good ones, but most of them, not so much. Okay, and as for the comment on the modder insults there, what mod were we looking at here again? No, it was, we gotta go to the shop here. That was a tractor, wasn't it? I think it was a tractor. Don't remember which tractor it was here again. Yes, I was insulting the mod author that released it. I don't know. I'm gonna go back, everyone, and say the mod author deserves the insult. Don't remember which one it was here again. It was one that did not have a picture. I know that. And that's what I was insulting the mod author over. Because it's as plain as day, everyone. It must have been in the small tractor category, maybe. It didn't have a picture. And I don't want to spend a whole lot of time here looking, but... Oh, okay. Can't find it right offhand at the moment. Oh, you know, was it the 60-30? No, I don't think so. I mean, I know the 60-30 didn't have a picture either, but... Oh, well, whatever. Maybe it was a piece of equipment. I forget now. But, like I said, everyone, yeah, the mod author that released that. I mean, come on now, really? It doesn't have a picture in the shop. Which, okay, everyone, well, that's fine. Does it have to have a picture? No, it doesn't. However, the picture is there, everyone. It's just the mod author has not, he's frigged up the XML so it doesn't load properly. And that's like the silliest of things that can be fixed very easily. You know, if the mod author can figure out how to get it in the game, he or she should have no problems figuring out how to fix the image error message. And it is an error message, by the way, so it's not like, I just decided not to put a picture, which would be fine. Okay, you don't want to have a picture on your mod, that's fine, but it does have a picture, and it's just not being properly loaded due to an XML reference error. And it's, yeah, like I said, everyone, it's annoying here in Farming Sim. We're getting so many mods that just have the silliest of problems. Yeah, some of them are a little more involved, some are a little more in-depth problems. I can see where modders might not understand how to fix them. I get that, but I'm sorry, stupid, idiot mistakes like the shop image not showing up. And mod authors should have his PC taken away, and he should be downgraded to a console. In case you can't tell, everyone, I'm not into the whole give everyone a participation... Well, okay, participation trophies, yeah, I don't necessarily have a problem with a participation trophy. That's one thing, but you give everyone a first-place trophy just because they tried? No. You can have a participation trophy, maybe, but... let's go this way. Let's give them a participation ribbon, maybe not a trophy, per se. I'm definitely, yeah, like I said, not a believer in that system. In case you can't tell, everyone. So, as I was saying, you know, you get some mod or releases some mod. Hey, look at this great mod I released. You know, it's got error messages out the wazoo. Materials are all messed up. You know, the tires are on. Who knows? The tires don't even turn. Oh, that's the tractor doesn't even turn. Yes, everyone. Mods do get released that way, believe it or not. Where the tractor will not even turn, and then the modder releases it. Hey, look at this great tractor. Yeah. And then, you know, that modder's going to get offended when I insult his piece of crap. And you probably shouldn't have released it that way. And Bull here probably has to, just picking on you, Bull, not, don't mean anything by it, but picking on Bull here, he's probably has to defend his NASCAR that he sent me that has a frigged up camera on it. Which, you know, again, that's a problem that I could see a modder might struggle fixing that one, because camera issues can be a little weird sometimes. I've definitely had problems with the cameras myself. Usually the fix involves go borrow an in-game camera off an in-game piece of equipment, and then that'll fix that problem sometimes. Or what a lot of people don't realize too, with cameras in Giant's Editor, You have outdoor camera. You have an indoor camera. You can have more cameras too, by the way, but standard is an indoor and an outdoor camera. Once you start moving those cameras around, you've effectively broken them. You cannot move an indoor or an outdoor camera. You can, just gotta make sure you put it back when you're done. And for those of you who watched my mod editing videos, you've seen me break the camera many, many times. Now, I don't think I've ever released a mod where I've actually left the camera broken, though. And this, everyone, where it goes back to test your freaking mods before you release them. Check the error log, stuff like that. We could do a whole video on Randy complaining about people releasing mods that just don't work and are junk. This could be a good topic. As I said, everyone, this is kind of what has gotten me into modding here a little bit, because Randy here has gotten so sick and tired of the garbage that modders release. It's like, okay, someone's got to fix these atrocities. So, not saying I'm particularly good at it, but at least we can get them a little more functional and more or less error-free compared to what they were. Some of these mods, I mean, you go look at your error log, everyone, and it's just, okay, actually, you're not going to see a whole lot right at the moment. For one thing, I'm using JHG and custom modding equipment here at the moment, and they are pretty good, everyone. Their claim about being error-free doesn't hold water all the times, because I have seen plenty of error messages in the log from their mods. Yeah, you give them credit in one sense that they got so many configuration and they had so much coolness, I guess, if you will, to their equipment that it's maybe a little hard to check every single configuration, but this is where testing comes in, and testing on the part of other individuals, probably, not just themselves. Because, yeah, when you got that much configurations and options and who knows what not going, you almost have to have a couple people testing the equipment at that point. That's probably why you're not seeing a whole lot of error messages. Not to mention, too, I don't know what causes, warning, try assigning the key binding. Don't know what causes that error message, everyone. I'm not really sure. Kind of annoying. I think it's got something to do maybe with the farming simulator wheel. I don't know. And keep in mind, I'm running on a fresh install of Farming Simulator here. That was another one of the ideas behind why I wanted to redo my hard drive there and reinstalled everything. So anything that was in the past, hopefully that maybe cleared up some error messages. Especially at least on the Windows side. I don't know about Farming Simulator so much, but yeah, whatever. Speaking of whichever, it is time to wrap this episode up here. So, wow, it's gotten dark too, hasn't it? On that note, you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe for more. Love to hear some more comments on what you folks think of modding. Like I said, I think it's just, it's a crying shame that people release mods that have just so many blatant errors in them. I just don't find that acceptable. I don't know, some of you folks seem to think it's acceptable for mod authors just to release mods full of errors. I don't. I guess that's might be my opinion. If you ask me, that's an opinion everyone should hold. Yeah, I guess that's not an opinion everyone holds, because like I said, everyone just releasing mods full of errors, as blatant errors at that too yet. Yeah, I don't understand that mentality. Don't understand that at all. I guess maybe it's some of the same mentality people have at work when they make junk. That's that's a whole other topic we can get into here, and I better wrap this up because we could go a long time on that topic as well. Yeah, maybe we'll have to save that for next episode. So anyway, yeah, yes, thanks for watching, everyone, and until next time.